welcome back to another SempreInterTV video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Inter's 1-0 win over Udinese. Today, I'm joined by SempreInterTV debutant Bilal.
Hello everyone, thanks for having me on, excited to be here.
Glad to have you on, so let's get cracking. What did you think of today's game, Bilal?
Yeah, the game was pretty interesting. In the beginning, it started out to be, very high tempo, end-to-end kind of stuff. Udinese not trying to, push themselves too much forward. Their front men were definitely pressing up high against De Vrij, Godin, Skriniar as they were trying to build from the back, applying pressure. However, when DePaul rightfully got the red card, that tempo entirely changed. Sensi, he's tiny, but he's really dynamic, and he's really provides a real spark going forward. I always knew that he was elusive. I always knew that he is pinpoint precision with his passes, as he was playing more of a regista role with Sassuolo last year. But I'm thoroughly surprised and shocked as how amazing he has been. I can't imagine. What else can he do? Like, he's 5'6", but he's still getting headers against center backs inside the box. I mean, come on, that's phenomenal. You could see that El Sanchez, his movement is critical. He was never stopping in his substitute appearance. He would move in and around the box, try to connect with the midfielders, try to get something going at all. And I think throughout the game, that was the theme, that regardless of who was in attack, whether it was Lautaro, whether it was Lukaku, Politano, Alexis Sanchez, whichever combination we had, the attackers and the midfield, they really gelled well together.
Yeah, completely agree. That's some really great points you've raised there. So, adding to that, I'd like to take a look at the defence. This was the first game that we got to the Godin, De Vrij and Skriniar GDS kind of defence partnership. Since Godin arrived, obviously injuries and what have you have kind of prevented that from happening, and I was impressed by them. They were solid. I mean, the only real chance I can think of that I was kind of worried about was when Lasagna went through, but thankfully Handanovic was there to save us. Godin, on his first start for the club, looked really good, got himself forward quite often, and obviously put in that great cross for the assist for the first goal, so can't complain too much. Milan Skriniar looked a lot more comfortable in the back three, and Stefan De Vrij was his usual solid self. Moving on, I must say I was a wee bit surprised to see Matteo Politano start the match. During the week, the papers were all kind of saying it'd be Alexis Sanchez, partnering Romelu Lukaku, but in the end, Politano gave quite a good account of himself, so yeah, you can certainly see why Conte wanted to keep him around at the club, especially when Fiorentina kind of came in for him. Building on what you said regarding Stefano Sensi, I said this after the Cagliari match, and I'm going to say it again, the club need to buy him now. He is absolutely phenomenal. As you say, what can't he do? It was just absolutely superb from him once more, and I'm really excited to see him in the remainder of the season. It certainly wasn't the most exciting match, similarly to our last match, but the most important thing is we did get those 3 points. We've maintained a perfect start to the season, we're top of the table, and we go into next week's Milan derby with full momentum and a lot of enthusiasm. Romelu Lukaku, I felt, wasn't all that great tonight. He really struggled in comparison to the kind of first 2 games he played, where he did look really good. So, Bilal, what do you think really went wrong for him tonight? Why didn't he have the kind of same success he did in the first 2 games against Lecce and Cagliari?
So Romelu Lukaku is an interesting case for this particular game. He had a really great performance of first 2 games, and part of the reason was that he was playing the first 2 games alongside Lautaro Martinez, who can also be a physical presence. He's not as easily pushed over as somebody like Politano, who is more known for his pace and elusiveness. So in this game, I thought that Lukaku was more focusing around trying to hold the ball up, receive the ball, letting Sensi, Politano, sometimes Brozovic run into the ball, so even Barella come up and take a shot, and trying to connect 1-2. But Udinese, on the other hand, they were well prepared. They had 3 center backs out back, and they also would oftentimes double team Lukaku, which made it even more difficult to get past. Serie A is a very different beast than Premier League, and Lukaku, he is still adjusting to it. He had a great start, but he'll be just fine. He's just adjusting to the league and stuff, and part of it could be international break. He did play for Belgium. He did get a start, and so that tiredness in his leg of constantly playing. Antonio Conte's preseason regimen, we all know how exhausting it can be, and the way Pintus and Conte had preparing this team is really something. So He will take time. He rightfully was taken off to get some rest for the midweek Champions League game. But I think today it was his lack of effectiveness and his lack of production per se was more attributed towards how well and team defense that Udinese played before and after they went down a man. I think when they went down a man, they became even more compact, even more solid in the back. So it made life a lot more difficult for Lukaku to create chances for others and the rest of the team as well.
That's it for today, guys. Be sure to let us know down in the comments below what you thought of the match, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, got to give a lot of thanks to Bilal for his first appearance on SempreInterTV.
Thanks once again, guys, for having me on. Enjoyed being part of the episode and letting me talk about my beloved Inter. Forza Inter.